The opinions expressed by the host and guest on this program are solely their own and do not represent the views or opinions of Blind United. We strive to provide diverse perspectives and discussions on our platform, but the opinions expressed should be understood as personal viewpoints and not reflective of Blind United as an organization.
It's time. It's time for
coffee time.
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 And here is your coffee time crew.
Well, good morning, everyone, and as always, welcome back to Coffee Time with Blind United. So, anyway, I got my regular crew with me this morning, Pedro and Monica. I'm sorry, not Monica, Carol. I'm sorry.
It's all right. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, everybody. You there, Pedro?
Good morning, everybody.
Okay, just checking. He's multitasking over there, y'all. So, anyway, we got a bunch of interest groups for you today. Starting at 2:00, we got The Blind Kitchen with Deborah Erickson. She's a chef that has started her own business where she sells adaptive cookware. So, she's got all kind of utensils and kitchenware stuff that'll really help you out as a blind individual, So come check her out and see what kind of, stuff she's got going on. She's got a lot of different tricks and tips and stuff like that, as well as all of the cookware and stuff that she does, offer. So again, come check her out at 2:00, and then a little bit later on, starting at 5, is our AI for beginners. And then you get interested in getting in with AI, and you just not sure, not understanding how it works or whatever. That's what we're here for. So come check that out at 5:00, and then at 6:00, Pedro's going to take over with his advanced technology group. So again, we got a full lineup for you today. Come on out, check us out. Starting at 2, you got a little break between 3 and 5, and we'll get started again. So come on out and hang out with us, and see what we got to offer. You might learn something. You might be able to tell us something. Who knows? If you got any tips and tricks or whatever, with AI or whatever, you're welcome to come and share it with us. And, I'm pretty sure Pedro's accepting to, things that he's not aware of as well. Can't imagine what that might be, but, he's open to that kind of stuff as well. So, again, come check that out. So anyway, we're going to jump into this first one, which is, again, a lot of people are just now discovering, just now becoming aware. We talk about this all the time. These Meta Ray-Bans, they were not created for us, our community. They were created for content creators and, folks
Like
that just
myself.
content creators like Pedro and whatnot, or, just ways to post content, create content, make your Facebook posts and all this other kind of stuff. And, but again, once we found out about it, having the AI and stuff, we realized this was going to be a great tool for us. And bottom line, the metas are almost coming to, the must have, gotta have technology for our community. So anyway, check this article out and we'll talk about it for a little bit on the other side.
Hello, Blind United crew. Grab your first cup, because we're looking at a piece of mainstream technology that is making a huge leap forward for accessibility. For years, the Be My Eyes app has been a game changer, connecting blind and low vision individuals with millions of sighted volunteers for real-time visual assistance. The one limitation has always been the need to hold and point a smartphone. Now, a groundbreaking partnership between Be My Eyes and Meta is changing that, integrating the service directly into the Ray-Ban Meta smart glasses. This collaboration addresses one of the biggest requests from the blind community, a truly hand-free experience. Users can now simply say, "Hey Meta, call a volunteer on Be My Eyes," and instantly connect to a volunteer who can see through the camera on their glasses and speak to them through the open-ear speakers. The practical implications of this are immense. Imagine walking through a busy airport. Instead of juggling a phone, a cane or guide dog, and luggage, a user can now navigate completely hands-free while a volunteer describes their surroundings, reads gate signs, or helps locate their bags. It's about more than convenience. It's about safety, independence, and the ability to remain fully present in your environment. Whether it's sorting mail, setting a thermostat, or identifying products on a grocery store shelf, the task can be done without being tethered to a phone. As Be My Eyes CEO Mike Buckley stated, this integration unlocks unprecedented levels of accessibility. Beyond connecting with live volunteers, the smart glasses also have their own built-in Meta AI. A user can ask their glasses, "Hey Meta, what am I looking at?" and the AI will provide a description of their surroundings or read text from a sign. This offers a quick, automated layer of information with the option to call a human volunteer for more complex or nuanced situations. For those interested in learning more about this technology, Blind United offers a bi-weekly interest group where members can get help and share tips on using these smart glasses. The most powerful aspect of this technology is its design. Because the Ray-Ban Meta glasses look like a stylish, mainstream fashion accessory, they allow users to access these powerful tools without drawing attention to themselves or their disability. It's a move away from clunky, specialized assistive devices and toward inclusive, universal design. They paint a picture of a future where our devices are more integrated, more connected, and potentially more accessible than ever before. What are your thoughts on this? We'd love to hear them. Now back to the Coffee Time crew for their thoughts.
Well, I mean, again, well, let me jump in here first. Monica says happy hump day and that she is also here in spirit. So, hey, Monica.
Hey, Monica.
So anyway, we have been, talking about Meta AI, Meta Ray-Ban smart glasses since they came out. I mean, even before they came out, we was all over, Be My Eyes. And then the Be My AI part of that, I mean, and all that it could do for us and so on and so forth. And, I mean, again, it's just been a great tool ever since we got that kind of stuff. And now, having that in our glasses, it just makes more sense because as the article was saying, now we don't have to walk around with our phone in our hand, right? I mean, of course, we're not using open AI, which Be My Eyes uses. We're using Llama, which is, the AI that Meta chooses to use. That's why we can't use the Be My AI feature on the Be My Eyes app. But we are allowed to use the Be My Eyes volunteer, which is also a great help. I mean, I've told stories about how I've used it, and it has got me out of Union Station. For those that don't know about Union Station, LA Union Station, that is a big complex. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's actually pretty simple once you figure it out. But again, navigating all of that traffic, foot traffic, whatnot, because I mean, not only is this a Amtrak station, all of the California Metrolink trains come in there. A lot of our metro train system, which is the light train system, come through there. So again, it's a great big transit. Besides all of the buses that come through there, so it's a big, big, big time transit center. So again, there's a lot of foot traffic, and I mean, they get me right from where I am to where I want to be with no issues. I mean, they help me walk around people. I let them know right off the top. I know where I'm going. I just need you to help guide me and get me around all of these people, and then they do a good job of it. Okay, move to the right a little bit because somebody's coming up on your left, so on and so forth. They've been really, really good with it. The only thing that I did have issues with, and I actually realized what the problem was, I used it to get out of there, and then I messed around and let my battery go dead. And then once I, recharged them and all that kind of good stuff, it did not reconnect. So when I came back in the Union Station to try to do the same thing to get back to the platform so I could go home, it would not connect. So, I mean, there's still a couple bugs, but again, that's why we also say you got to also know your skills, know your mobility skills, because when this technology fails, you still got to get where you're going, right? So, but anyway, we've been praising this for a very very long time to the point to where we like mentioned in the article we got an interest group that's dedicated to Meta Ray Bans and how to get the most out of them. So again, we always try to share what we know. We try to share demonstrations. George is really really good at doing live demonstrations. So I mean, he's able to do it right on the fly. You come in and say, "Well, how do I do this?" And he'll just do it with his glasses right there, and you can hear everything that's going on. So you can hear the prompt, you can hear the response from the glasses, all that good stuff. So again, that's what we do. I love them. Carol, she's got hers. I know she's still working out some kinks and trying to get full access to hers. But how they working out for you so far, Carol?
So far, Ed, I mean, I was graciously gifted them, and I'm telling you, they have been a game changer for me. I have actually walked up out of my house, down my street, and I have used call a volunteer, and this individual has led me down my street, cross the streets, up to Family Dollar. And once I get in there, you know, I'm shopping. They are telling me what's there. Now, I know the story said, you can be hands free, but I still use my cane uh, just to make sure that I'm stepping in the right place.
Well, this
But to have someone be able to just look through these glasses and tell me everything that's there, and I'm actually to just shop like everyone else.
Carol,
Mhm,
Yes.
when they say
mhm.
hands free, they not talking about your cane, baby. They talking about not having to
The
hold your
phone,
phone
okay,
out.
because the phone is in my pocket. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
Well,
but
I still got my cane in my hand. I'm
No, you better
always
have your
holding on
cane in
to it.
your hand. I mean, again, it's just a tool. Your cane is a tool, but bottom line, that's your primary tool.
Yes, it is.
You know
I
what I'm
don't leave the
saying?
house without
Your
it.
your glasses are an auxiliary tool. That again, like I said, most of the time it's going to work, but from time to time it might let you down. And if you ain't got that cane, you got problems.
I sure
So
will. But
yeah,
it's changed my life tremendously. I'm telling you.
go ahead, Petty.
mhm, mhm, yeah, yeah, it's been a game changer. Next time, Ed, take them off, close them, and open them up again. It might reconnect.
No, I
Uh,
tried that.
yeah, and then otherwise hit the off switch. But that aside, yeah, this has been a game changer. People online, due to my Unseen Adventures channel. They I get a lot of comments when I talk about these Ray Bans and other useful tips and tools that you're able to do besides just telling you what's in front. You can have the live AI running. You can be cooking, asking it, "What is this right here? Can you name me these nutrition facts?" And then you could continue on with your recipe and tell it, "What's your next step?" And you could have like a cooking buddy going all down. What's going on with you, so you could do recipes and in the same time still get information and use the AI like normal people would use the AI as well. And they just released the Meta AI, the Oakleys. This is a new pair. I think like $100 or $200 more. Has like a 2K camera, but it's more water resistant. Um, the metas are splash resistant. They're not water resistant. These are a little more water and sweat resistant. They're more Oakleys are known for working out. But they have higher specs on these a little more. But they're new. I don't know if y'all heard of the Oakleys. They have a certain style, just like the Ray-Bans have that classic Wayfair style that is one of the popular styles in the US. So their top selling pair. So more glasses are coming out, a little more styles with the Meta AI, and we do offer though that class two times a month. But even if you have other AI glasses that are coming out, we do offer AI prompting for beginners that can even translate into other wearables. But even our Ray-Ban Meta class is not only for Ray-Bans. That's one thing that we do explore a lot. But the prompts that we give can be used across different other glasses that have other types of AIs. I've been looking at some. Um, there's some on the market. Uh, I think uh, I think the Ray-Bans are a little more refined. Yeah, a little more content for the content creators. There's glasses with screens, but we can't use those. But it's great to have things that are affordable. A 400 price range is doable. A 300, even 249. I seen some for. It's doable. You know, we've seen these other wearables by companies that are in a blind community that the pricing exceeds over a grand, and I think they're starting to come out. A rumor is that one of these companies is going to start putting out a pair that is more in the budget friendly, like four to $500 price point. But if I cannot record video or capture pictures with these glasses that are tailored to blind people, why am I gonna spend that money when I could get a pair of Ray-Bans and do the same and able to stream or and able to take pictures, take videos, you know? Some of these glasses you can't do that.
Right. I mean, that's what
Right.
makes the Ray Bans, the Meta Ray Bans better. I mean, even whether it's the Meta Ray Bans or the Meta Oakleys, it's still you got a lot more features. It's a lot, you can do a lot more with it. I mean, my understanding on the Oakley is that they've just kind of redesigned it and moved stuff around a little bit to where they got the camera lens in the middle over the bridge rather than off on the side like the Ray Bans. So again, and then again, while you're re-engineering, you might as well put a better camera in there. Whatever you can upgrade and make better, go ahead and make it better. But again, if you're not going to offer me a pair of glasses that's going to do at least what the glasses I already have does, then I don't want them. I mean, it's just that simple.
Right.
So I mean, again, they're moving along. Like you said, the accessibility of this stuff is, man, it's exploding. I mean, think about what we had, a little over a year ago. I mean, that. I mean, for us, the Be My AI was a big thing then. And now we got these glasses, and these glasses are just. I mean, again, just being able to walk down through a place and have someone there to guide me, and like I said, I don't have to hold my phone. I got my cane,
Right.
I got my open ear, where
Mm-hmm.
it's not
Mhm.
interfering with what's going on around me. I can still hear the directions of the people that's helping me.
Mhm.
All of that good. You can't beat it. You can't beat it. And then
No.
for the price. And then if you're on a really, really, really tight budget, I mean, I hate to go here, but you can buy a refurbished pair and you can get them a little bit cheaper. Just make sure you buy a warranty with it, you know.
Mhm.
But you can
Also,
Mm-hmm.
get a refurbished pair really cheap. So
yeah, also some insurances will cover a cost of frames, let's say $200 to $300, and then you will only pay, let's say a few tens of dollars to get a pair if you have an insurance that covers
Vision.
vision. And
Mm-hmm.
also, I know a lot of us may not have the glasses, but another tip that I do use was sometimes my glasses ain't working because sometimes you have to switch different technologies or software, or in this reason, AI. And sometimes I go to Gemini and go live when I'm shopping. This is another tactic I use. I do love the Metas for hands off shopping, but it does have drawbacks as well. And sometimes I go to Gemini and, I can slide in my phone through a rack and let it read the label where I can't stick my whole head and stick the glasses in, you know what I mean? So sometimes different devices for different type of
Right.
uses. And just a tip,
So,
you could use ChatGPT and go live and let it access to your camera, or you could do it with Gemini if you don't have a pair of glasses, for whatever
well, I mean,
text
and
you may be using
that's why
them
we do
for.
the groups that we do. Like tonight is the AI for beginners, and then of course we got the getting the most out of your metas. But it's bottom line, it's all about trying to share things with you folks that's going to help you improve your life, help you increase your independence, all of this other kind of good stuff. And one more little tip I want to put out there for those that have it, right? Check your credit card, because a lot of times when you buy a credit card, buy this stuff with your credit card automatically offers a warranty with some of this stuff, so that could save you from having to buy any kind of warranty. You know what I'm saying? So just a little, another little side note. So anyway, we're going to jump into a couple more of these promos, and then we'll get into a brand new app that's out there. So let's get the promos, Pedro.
If you'd like to know more about Blind United, you can visit our website at blindunited.org. You can email us at info@blindunited.org. You can call us at 909-846-8825. You can follow us on Instagram at Blind United Interest Groups. You can follow us on X at Blind United 22. You can watch our YouTube channel, Blind United. You could join our Facebook group, Blind United Interest Groups, or you can follow our Facebook page, Blind United.
Throw on the blue, yeah, we rep that crew. Blind United strong, we staying true. From Smarter 4X, come get your fit. Royal with the logo, we all legit. 15 till July 26. After the party, we raising a fix. Get it now while the deal still live. Loyal to the cause, we thrive and survive. Rock the logo, show who you are. Standing for the vision, we've come so far. It's more than merch, it's a movement we live. Loyal to the cause with all we give. From baked goods to tech, we building the way. But that royal blue shirt, it's here to stay. Don't sleep, grab yours before the shift. After the 90s party, it's a price uplift. 15 till July 26. After the party, we raising the fix. Get it now while the deal still live. Loyal to the cause, we thrive and survive.
All right. I mean, you guys know that we playing those promos a lot simply because we're in the last week, last 2 weeks of the introductory offer on the shirts, So, again, if you want to get you a nice shirt, man, it'd be a great way to help support as well as represent Blind United and all that we try to do. I mean, again, I just ask you, look around out there. You know what I'm saying? Where else can you get all of this training for free and be interactive with the instructors? You know what I'm saying? It ain't all about again, going and doing like some freedom stuff. Okay, you listen to it, you got all of the instructional, all that, whoa, 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 but rarely do you ever get to interact with the instructor. So you don't get an opportunity to ask questions. So, I mean, again, with our interest groups, that's what we're there for. We want to get you past that barrier that you're facing. Yeah, we do have lessons that we present, on how to do this, how to do that. But at the same time, one of our main goals is to help you get past whatever barrier you might be facing with your technology. So, again, that's a great way to support, great way to represent, and it really does help a lot. Again, even though we provide everything for free, it's not free for us to provide it. So
I'm telling you right here, I'm in Texas, a whole nother state, and I'm telling anyone that's out there listening, Blind United is it. And I can't even get those things here for free. I mean, with all the cuts that are happening, buying this T-shirt, supporting this organization. I mean, I would just advise you to just get into it because it's changed my life for sure.
Well, I appreciate that, Carol. So Anyway, like I said, we're always trying to help, right? So bottom line, there's a couple apps out there now with all the stuff going on with ICE and all that kind of stuff. There's a couple new apps out there that operate kind of like a Waze GPS, which is a source app where people comment in there, okay, well, there's a traffic jam here, there's a traffic jam there, so that the app will kind of notify you about that and, give you directions to get around it. Well, now we got an app to tell us where ice activity is. So check this out.
All right, Blind United crew. Grab your next cup as we explore how smartphone technology is being used as a tool for community defense in the face of increased immigration enforcement. In response to the recent surge of ICE activity across the country, particularly in states like California, immigrant communities and their allies are turning to new smartphone applications for real-time information and safety alerts. These apps, developed by concerned citizens and advocacy groups, function as community-powered surveillance networks. Two of the most prominent new examples are Coqui and ICEBlock. These platforms operate much like the traffic app Waze, allowing users to anonymously report sightings of ICE agents or enforcement activities at specific locations. The app then sends out a notification warning other users in the area to be cautious or avoid the location altogether. The creators and users of these apps argue they are an essential tool for safety and peace of mind. In a recent interview with CBS News, the creator of Coqui, who runs an animal rescue, said he developed the app because the fear of raids was so intense that some of his employees were afraid to leave their homes to come to work. For many, including those with legal status who fear being wrongfully detained, these apps provide a way to navigate their daily lives with a little less anxiety. Proponents see them not as a way to break the law, but as a modern-day neighborhood watch that protects vulnerable people and ensures workers can get to their jobs safely. However, the apps are highly controversial and have drawn sharp criticism from federal authorities. An ICE deputy director recently stated that such apps are dangerous, arguing they could be used by criminals to spot and ambush federal agents or to impede lawful enforcement efforts. The official drew a line between free speech and actions that endanger law enforcement officers. This creates a tense debate over where that line is drawn. Are these apps a protected form of community organizing and information sharing, or are they a dangerous tool for obstructing federal operations? This new wave of technology highlights a growing trend of using crowdsourcing for civil resistance and community monitoring. While these apps raise legitimate questions from law enforcement, they also speak to a community's urgent need for information and self-preservation in a climate of fear. It's a clear example of technology being rapidly developed to meet a pressing social and political need, placing the power of real-time information directly into the hands of the people it affects most. The use of apps to track law enforcement activity raises complex questions about safety, privacy, and civil liberties. What are your thoughts on communities using technology like this to monitor official operations? Share your perspective in the comments. Now back to the Coffee Time crew for their thoughts.
Well, my personal opinion on this is I'm with it. I mean, anything that's going to help these folks, navigate around. I mean, because basically they're profiling, okay? They don't know whether you're legal or not, but if you look, well, I mean, and let's go here. The way they've acted, if you ain't white, there's a potential for you to get jacked. You know what I'm saying? I mean, because they assume, that you could be from another country, whatever, boom, boom, boom. Even though you could be born here, got your birth certificate with you. I mean, look at this gentleman that was just accosted at Walmart out in what was it, Corona, I believe it was. But anyway, he told them, look, I got my driver's license right here. I got my passport right here. Whoop, whoop, whoop. They didn't care. They didn't want it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, but they came to that Walmart and literally surrounded that Walmart. You know what I'm saying? This man just, let me duck out. Let me run to Walmart. Let me grab a couple items right quick, head back to the house. And now his whole world is turned upside down. You know, even though he had his documentation with him, they don't want to look at it. They don't care. You know, they're gonna jack him. They're gonna take him down. I mean, I haven't heard whether they've actually let him go or not, but there, what I'm understanding is up to 26% of the people that they are kidnapping are legal citizens. Okay, they don't tell you that part, right? And some of these folks are in there for a couple hours. Some have been there for a couple of days. A week. And in rare instances, there's been people locked up in there for months that were legal, documented Americans. You know what I'm saying? This stuff don't make no sense. So I mean, I'm with it. Plus it helps. The folks that are doing the advocacy and bottom line, they can show up as well. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they know. Okay, well, ICE is over here acting up. Let's go over there and protest. Whatever the case may be. I mean, it's about we the people. This app is serving we the people, right? It's letting we the people know where these activities are. For those that need to try to stay away from it, for fear of being profiled. I mean, dude that created this in the original information I had was he created it again because, like you said, he had his shelter, rescue, and his workers were scared to come to work. So he created this app for his employees, so that now that they can monitor where the ICE action is and travel around it to get to work. So I ain't mad at him. I really not. So I'm with it. Anything that's going to help these people survive and keep give them some sort of sense. I mean, because of security or whatever, because they're living in fear right now. Even American citizens, Hispanic American citizens, or whatever the case may be, if you're from another country, whatever. I mean, I got family members from different countries or whatever. They came over here, they did the process, they became naturalized, but oh boy, don't care. He's trying to do away with all of that kind of stuff. So I'm with it. I'm with it 100%. Go
I
for
hear
it, Carol.
you. I mean, when I first came across this, and I'm like, wow, we need it. I mean, we've been trying to protect ourselves from early on. When I was visual and was driving, I had a radar detector in my car. Or, it was always something that I mean, if you could have a police scanner or anything, because they're not being transparent. They're not going to tell us what it is that we need to know. And now with this administration that's happening, we need to make sure that we can safely just live our lives because they're not looking to try to promote us with nothing. They cutting too much. So how am I supposed to survive? I don't want to become a criminal, but here it is. You trying to make me act like one if you're trying to take something away. So for me, I applaud this. I need to know what's going on. And I think that an application like this that can help people to still be able to survive because he don't care nothing about our poor class. I'm all for it.
Well, I mean, the upper class, they already treat us like second class citizens. Now they trying to turn us into third class
Well,
citizens. So,
first we had the Iranians. They were all considered terrorists, and now we got the immigrants. Now we got to all send everybody across the border, but we ain't helping nobody that's already here.
well,
And
I
there's a
mean,
lot of them
again,
that have legal citizenship to be here. They ain't
well,
creating no crimes.
again, it's those people that don't look like the rich folk.
Him.
That's basically what it boils down to. That's where
Yeah,
we at this point. It's sad to say that, but that's where we at this
it's the
point.
truth.
So, anyway, what you got, Pedro?
Yeah. Well, yes, it's cool that this app is out, just like how we've seen throughout the last decade, police forces being aggressive, some not all police officers, but some shooting before asking questions. We have young gentlemen getting killed left and right, no matter if they're white or black. There is some police aggression that happens, and sometimes having a radar like Carol said she used to have, or an app that can tell you to avoid some of these because us in our community, if it's the black or the brown community, we have that talk with our children, what to do if a police stops you, because it can be your last day. God forbid something happens. But
Right.
police have been aggressive, and now, even now, to top it off with this ICE and the aggressiveness they're doing against brown people. And I say brown people because it's not only Latinos getting stopped, it's people that are brown that look Hispanic are being stopped. So it's a color type of profiling, and we have laws against profiling in California. Um, and I guess those don't apply to ICE agents. I don't know their type of policy, but when you just go out without a plan and you just have a quota, you just gonna rack up anybody that's in the street. And it could be a citizen. And even immigrants have rights if we're gonna follow the Constitution like we should. No matter if you left or right, whatever person is in office doesn't mean that we ain't gonna follow the Constitution, something that our country is built on and was created by the founders of this great country.
I
And
agree with
again,
you, Pedro. I
they
mean,
coming after people that don't look what they consider to be Americans. I mean, again, and that's like I say, brown folks. That's a big target with ICE right now. But again, even in that, you got again brown. You got Asians that are getting swept up. I mean, again, there's just so many different ones. And now with this thing going on with Canada, they even jacking some of these white folks, again, because they from Canada. They okay, well, you could be Canadian because we got a lot of Canadians that live here, and so on and so forth. But again, I applaud this. Anything that's going to help these folks, maneuver around that and not have to go through that. And hopefully, like I said, give them some little sense of security. Is okay. Well, if I can drive around this, I'm good. You know, well, let's go here with this type of an app. You can also folks could be trailing the ICE agents and say, okay, it looks like they're on there. If you see them coming in your direction, you get a head start. Now get up out
turn around.
before they get there. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Whatever. So I'm with it. I'm with it. So
Yeah,
anyway, no, go ahead, Carol.
I was just saying, I wanted to just comment on what Pedro has said. My cousin, she had to tell her son, because they do profile people. He's a young black man driving a very fancy car. He works, but they gon' pull him over, and she got to try to educate him about how to act when you're stopped, when you've done nothing. So an application like this probably could have helped him tell where the police were. I don't
Uh,
know, but I think that something like this is
well,
beneficial to everyone.
another thing they don't like is, I mean, aside from ICE, we just talking about regular law enforcement. They don't like that, in the last 5, 10 years at the most. I don't even think it's been 10 years, but people are a lot more aware of what their rights are,
Hmm.
right? So
Right.
they not bowing down to what the police say just because the police said it. If it's not lawful, you got a right to refute. You know what I'm saying? And that's another thing they don't like because now it seems like their ultimate power has kind of been taken away from them. I mean, they can legally lie to you. They can legally lie and tell you that you must give up your ID and all this other kind of stuff. When the law states you ain't got to give up your law, give up your ID unless they can articulate reasonable,
Why?
articulable suspicion of that you've committed a crime, you're about to commit a crime, or you have already committed a crime, whatever the case.
Hmm.
But again, people didn't know that. I mean, back in the day when the police rolled up on you, I mean, let me see your ID. Oh, well, I'm just standing here drinking a cup of coffee, man. I don't care. I want to see your ID. Well, we didn't know it better, so we gave it up. Now we're in the system. So this is, again, that's another thing that's causing a big issue. I mean, but that's on the side note with this ICE. They walking around acting like they the Gestapo. Like I said, in my opinion, they are Trump's Gestapo. They're masked. They're all. They don't even wear real uniforms. From my understanding, they didn't issue them some fatigues like they in the military or some stuff. But I'm gonna do an article on this one. Where are they recruiting these people from, and how much training are they giving them? And then on a side note, what type of people are actually going after that job? Okay, I mean, I'd really like to know. So, it is what it is, but I would like to know. So, anyway, we got a couple more promos we're going to hit you with, and then we got one more article, and then we'll close out the show. Hit me with the promos, Pedro. Did you know Blind United offers free training in assistive technology? We call them interest groups. We offer training in JAWS, NVDA, iPhone, iPad, as well as Meta Ray-Bans. We also have groups like support group, cooking groups, and crafting groups. There are also groups for entertainment like movie night and RS game night. For more information about all the interest groups that we offer, just email us at info@blindunited.org or visit our Facebook group, Blind United Interest Group. We would love to have you be part of the Blind United crew.
Yo, Coffee Time crew, it's about to get live. Blind United's throwing it back, 1995. On July 26th, the place to be. From 1 to 6, come and party with weed. Just 20 to 5, that's all you pay. To vibe with the drive the 90s way. Tootsie Roll, Running Man, and the Roger Rabbit. Biggie on the track, and we gotta have it. Stone Cold The Rock, bringing all the hype. Snapbacks, cross colors, the 90s type. So call your crew and step through the door. Blind United's 90 jam, can't ignore. Saturday the 26th, it's going down. Where the love is loud and the beats are style.
All right. Well, number one, I was sitting there listening to our promos. We're going to have to update some of our promos. They're kind of a little bit out of dated. So the way we're presenting our information, like you don't really need to go to our interest group anymore to see the schedule. Now you can actually just go to our website, www.blindunited.org, and the schedule's right in there. And you can join any of our interest groups from the website. All the links are right there in the website. So, but anyway, this next one, again, we had, what was that, No Kings Day protest a while back. Bottom line, these advocacy groups, activist groups, whatever, right? Community organizers and stuff, they're calling this a summer of protest. So tomorrow is the 5th anniversary of the passing of Congressman Lewis. And, he's the one that says, go get in some good trouble. He came up and marched with Dr. King. He was actually assaulted and hospitalized down in Montgomery back in the day, and made his way all the way up to, to Congress and whatnot. And bottom line, they're using this anniversary as another day of protest. So check this out, and we'll talk about it on the other side.
Hello, Blind United crew. Grab your last cup, because we are looking at a major nationwide mobilization that is set to take place this week, continuing a summer of widespread civic action. A broad coalition of civil rights and social justice organizations have announced a nationwide Good Trouble Lives on Day of Action for this Thursday, July 17th. The event is scheduled to mark the 5th anniversary of the passing of Congressman John Lewis, the iconic civil rights leader who famously encouraged citizens to get into good trouble, necessary trouble, to challenge injustice. Organizers, including groups like Public Citizen, the Transformative Justice Coalition, and Black Voters Matter, are building on the momentum from last month's historic No Kings protests, which saw millions participate across the country. The stated purpose of the Good Trouble Lives On event is to protest what organizers describe as a full-scale attack on civil and human rights by the Trump administration. The coalition's website points to a range of concerns, including what they term voter suppression bills, the criminalization of protest, and policies that they say target minority communities and immigrants. The Day of Action aims to be a peaceful, nonviolent response, calling on citizens to take to the streets, courthouses, and community spaces to stand up for civil rights and democratic principles. The scale of the planned mobilization is substantial, with the coalition's website already showing over 1,500 individual events scheduled in cities and towns across all 50 states, with more being added daily. The events will vary in nature, from large-scale marches and rallies to smaller local vigils, teach-ins, and press conferences. Organizers are providing resources and training for local hosts to ensure that the events remain peaceful and focused on the core message of carrying on John Lewis's legacy of nonviolent resistance against perceived injustice. This Day of Action represents another significant chapter in the ongoing grassroots response to the current administration's policies. By choosing the anniversary of John Lewis's death, organizers are deliberately framing their protest within the long history of the American civil rights movement. They aim to draw a direct line from the struggles of the past to the political and social battles of today, calling on a new generation of activists to continue the fight for what they believe is the soul of the nation. It sets the stage for another major display of citizen mobilization, putting two competing visions of America on display. The legacy of John Lewis and his call to create good trouble continues to inspire people to take action. What does the phrase good trouble mean to you in today's political climate? Share your thoughts on this powerful concept in the comments. Now back to the Coffee Time crew for their thoughts.
Well, so what does good trouble mean to me? To me, it means exactly what it is. It's about protesting. It's about going out there. And the reason we call it good trouble is because they don't like the trouble that we cause when we protest, right? It focuses a spotlight on the inhumane or the wrong or whatever it is that they're trying to slide over on us, right? I mean, accompanying this with the civil rights, bottom line, civil rights ain't over. I mean, it's still going on until all Americans, all people residing in America, have equal rights under the law. The civil rights movement is still moving. I mean, it's still moving. I mean, they're trying to push it backwards. They're trying to take some of our rights away from us, some of our civil rights, even though, a lot of us are American citizens. Again, they want to take those rights away. Why? Because we're not the upper class. We are second-class citizens. They don't think that we should have the same rights that they have. I mean, that's the people that put this man in office. Okay, those are the people that put all them millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars into his campaign to get him elected. Well, he should be wearing a hat talking about how you like me now. Because again, he excuse my language, y'all, and it's my opinion. I'll take the blame for it. Anybody want to complain? He is a piece of orange shit. It's just that simple. And he's doing everything he can to destroy America. Not only from within, but on the world stage, in the opinion of the world. I mean, we got countries now that are going around us and creating their own trade deals and cutting America out. You know what I'm saying? So where are we going to be when all this is said and done? You know what I'm saying? Are we still going to be, the richest country on the planet? Are we going to still be the most powerful country on the planet? I don't think so. I really don't. You know what I'm saying? But again, that's my opinion. Check out the description for this for today's coffee time, and you can find the link in there to find out where our protests are jumping off near you. So again, that's one of the things that we can do to help support, let our voices be heard. If we don't do that, they just gonna do whatever they want to do. I mean, you see, they doing it even though we're protesting. But again, more and more people that protest, the more the actual other folks, congressional reps and senators and stuff like that, they see, you know what, these people really don't like it, especially when these protests jump off in those red states. Oh, that just, they chaps stay high. You know what I'm saying? So, but anyway, yeah, find you a protest near you tomorrow. If you got time, man, go out and participate. If you ain't got time, find a way to help support them. Maybe you can drop a couple bucks on, the people that are organizing the protests in your area. You know what I'm saying? Because again, all of this stuff takes money. So just do whatever you can. I mean, we have to. We have to. If we don't, we're not going to have a country anymore. It's just that simple. It's going to be another idiocracy. I get twisted up with them words. But anyway, we're going to be another country with a dictator. That's what basically what it's going to boil down to. And ain't nobody going to have any rights. Only the rich folks are going to have any rights at all. The rest of us, we will then no longer be second class citizens. We will be third class citizens. So anyway, that's my take on it. Go for it, Carol.
John Lewis was something special. And the sad thing is that it doesn't seem like we have anybody else right now that'll step up to the plate. We need somebody to speak loud, very loud.
Well, we do. Your girl down there, Jasmine,
Jasmine Crockett, she
talking
coming
real
up on.
loud.
I ain't gonna discount her. She's speaking loud. She's clapping back, and she know what she's talking about. And we need more individuals just like that, because it's got to be something different. All of this nonsense with us. We've been here. We shouldn't have to struggle, suffer, uh, try to understand why things are changing if we can't speak up and change it. That's the bad thing about it. So we do need more people just like her. And I'm agreeing with you. More people. Now, I won't visually be able to get out. I ain't no telling what's going to happen. But I am in a red state. So being here protesting is not a safe thing for me unless I'm with someone visual. And they got to know how to protect me too, because I ain't going to see it coming. But if I can be out there, I want my voice to be heard too. And we need to be able to speak up more. That's the sad thing about us now. People back then, we would back them, but we wouldn't say what we needed to. All of us as American citizens need to get together and do something to make this change. Yeah, he gonna be in there for a while. He is horrible. He's destroying us, and we're suffering. But if we don't say something, then nothing changes. So I'm just waiting for us as individuals, as American citizens, legal or unlegal, to say something, do something to make it matter so that things can change.
I hear you. Well, again, we got to do what we can do, whether it's, get out and do the protest or whether you get into a letter writing campaign or a phone bank where you got people calling, these representatives and whatever. Let them know. You know what I'm saying? Especially those in them red states with red representatives. Let them know, hey, if you don't do something, you're not gonna have a job come next election. It's just that simple. And I would hope that they would want to maintain their job versus showing their loyalty to this guy at some point. Right now, the majority of folks are showing their loyalty, but a lot of people, especially with this stuff's going on, what we talked about yesterday, a lot of people turning their back on him. But anyway, go for it, Pedro. He must be
Did we
stepped
lose
away.
him?
Well, I did let him back in a few minutes ago, but anyway, he must not be able to get fully connected there. I don't know, but
Right.
I mean, again, this, you got to do what you got to do. I mean, imagine where we would be at if
All right. I had added myself. I get I got kicked out, but sorry. No, but yes, we do have leaders like Jasmine Crockett speaking up. We have other like AOC and Bernie Sanders doing the oligarchy tour. It's been a lot popular. They were the earlier ones stepping up to Trump and putting it down against Trump. We have some people in Democrat leadership that I believe they could have done more, but they kind of I think the new landscape of this new administration and how they have manipulated and morphed the landscape. Some of these old school Republican, I mean Democrats might not, know how to maneuver this landscape because you need to stand against it at all costs, not agree with some of it. But that aside, yeah, it's a time of protest, but to the people on the right, if you don't like the cover up of the Epstein files, if you don't like how they're trying to gaslight you, if you don't like that, get out there and protest. Even protest that you want these Epstein files out. Come out and protest. Wear your MAGA hat and protest against this Trump. Tell them to release these files. Come out and support because we do need that. We need it from all over the points, from what he's doing with ICE, from what he's doing with the tariffs, damaging our economy, from going up and down in different tariffs, making the stock market be volatile and making people lose money. For him doing these scams with the crypto coins that he has, for him getting these golf tournaments in his resorts from the Saudi government, from him getting $1 million from this the oh my god, I'm blanking on the lady's name right now, but she is more aligned with the Israel government and its policies. So you know what I mean? We need to protest all this corruption, all this nonsense that he's doing. For him also trying to cover up one of the biggest stories in the American history, especially on the right. So y'all need to push on the right. Don't slow down. Push. We need those files. Protest him on that too.
I mean, again, come out, join in on the John Lewis Day of Action, and again, bring your mega head like Pedro said. Burn it up at the protest. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Or
wear it
bring it.
So
proud.
Bring
there's a
it
lot.
so he can see that you guys are wanting some action to happen as well. It's a day of action. So come out and protest, even if you don't burn your hat. I would like you to burn your hat to show them that you want these files out and you stand in this day of protest. That'd be dope. But if you
Well,
don't,
I seen
uh-huh.
something this morning where he tweeted early this morning or last night or whatever it was that bottom line he just said, if you still buying into this hoax, I don't need your support anymore.
Wow.
Ooh.
Okay. And
Ooh.
I mean, again, it's his people. They put him in there because he promised that he was going to deliver these files. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, these
And
Mm.
files, he was gonna bring Hillary and Clinton and them, all these criminals, but now he's peddling the conspiracy like I seen online.
well, and not only that, let's go here. He wants to say, Obama and
Yeah,
all
that's
these
his
other
conspiracy.
people,
Oh yeah, and
they want to
everybody
say
else.
that they created all of this stuff. Well, okay.
Hmm.
So if they compiled all of these files, why didn't they use them when they had the opportunity?
No, but
Right.
Let's
they got
not
a
forget.
sham investigation. I saw a file, a
Right,
post,
right,
and it
right,
could be
right,
fake.
right.
That they're investigating the last
But
presidents. And
let's bring out another point. Epstein was arrested and convicted on Donald Trump's watch, his first term. Okay,
and
Mm.
got a sweetheart deal is what they call it too. 18 months.
you know what I'm saying? So again, bottom line, he's the one. His court, his justice, is the ones that brought this case against this man in that day. You know what
Let's
I'm
go
saying?
deeper too. The prosecutor also got hired by Trump
All
from
of
all
that.
the good stuff he did, and they put give him a place in administration. If that don't point to something, oh my God, man, there's so many puzzle pieces that are right there, and people are still on big denial, guys. On
But
big
anyway, show
that
up
time.
tomorrow. Let your voice be heard. You know what I'm saying? Let folks know I don't care what side of the aisle you're from. I mean, I'd appreciate all of those folks from the right. If you do show up, wear your mega stuff. Let them know that you're there protesting against what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? So that can only help. It can only help. You know what I'm saying? I don't know that he really cares at this point. You know, because he knows that either he's going to become a dictator or he's going to be done in 3 years anyway. So either way, but again, you got to let your voice be heard. We got to speak with that one voice. It's all about we the people. It ain't, we the president. It's we the people. So
yeah. Right. And one more quote from Don Jr. If you are on the Epstein list, you're all bad.
Oh well. So
and
anyway,
all over it, I'm sure.
That's
the reason why I don't want to release him.
Well, we on the end of this one. So again, as always, please like, subscribe, share, follow, comment, all that good stuff. Whatever you can do from whatever platform you're on, it really, really does help. And we hope you enjoy the rest of your hump day. And we'll be back with you again tomorrow and have a few more articles for you and just try to keep everybody informed. So everybody enjoy the rest of your day. And we are